The tilapia is a warm water food fish that is farmed in over 30 countries. In the Philippines, it is second only to milkfish in importance. An annual production close to 50,000 metric tons is believed to be produced in the country from brackish water and freshwater ponds, cages and pens, and inland water such as lakes, reservoirs, swamps, and irrigation canals. Since its introduction to the Philippines in 1950, the tilapia has come a long way from its early status as a poor man's fish to a gourmet fish that it is today. Go to any fresh fish market in Metro Manila or any major city in the country, and you will find tilapia holding its place along with milkfish and marine fishes. New breeds and varieties of tilapia have been introduced. It is now also known by such exotic names as plapla, St. Peter's fish, and Nile fish in leading restaurants and hotels. Two species of tilapia are commonly grown in the Philippines. In brackish water ponds and estuaries, the tilapia mozambica, scientifically known as Oreochromis mozambicus, is the most dominant and widespread species. Commercial culture of this fish, however, has not developed much because of its poor growth rate. When its reproduction is unchecked, it can overpopulate ponds and yield small-sized fish of low market value. Various techniques for the population control of tilapia applied by Filipino scientists have improved its management and production. With the use of manual sexing to separate males from females, and sex reversal technique which utilizes sex hormones from producing all male fry, yields of 2 to 4 tons of market-sized tilapia in ponds can now be attained. Nile tilapia, the other species, has had better success and acceptance by fish farmers. It grows faster and attains a larger size than the tilapia mozambica, besides having a lighter complexion. Today, it is mainly cultured in freshwater ponds, cages, and fish pens. Production of the fish in ponds ranges from 4 to 6 tons per hectare per year and over 20 tons per hectare per year in cages and pens. The Philippines has vast freshwater resources suitable for the culture of fish. There are about 250,000 hectares of lakes, rivers, and reservoirs in the country that could be tapped for the production of fish in cages and pens. In 1977, commercial cage farming of tilapia was introduced in Laguna de Bay, the country's largest lake, by researchers of the SIFDEC Aquaculture Department, Binangonan Research Station. Technologies for the production of Nile tilapia fry using net enclosures or hapas and grow out of fingerlings to market size in net cages were extended to lake fishermen. Cage culture affords better management and results in higher yields per unit area than pond culture. Little capital and smaller space are required to start cage farming on a small scale. Fish cages allow easier handling, inventory, and harvest. Cage culture also permits stocking at high densities and faster return of investment. The use of net enclosures is a simple but efficient way to produce Nile tilapia fingerlings. It is a low-cost, labor-intensive operation that provides protection of the fish from predators and ensures high survival of fingerlings. A net enclosure is essentially an inverted mosquito net attached to bamboo poles. The enclosure is made of fine mesh polyethylene netting and can vary in size depending on the purpose. For breeding, the enclosure may be 1.5 to 9 meters square in size. For rearing of fry to fingerlings, they may range from 9 to 25 meters square. Using SIFDEC technology, fish farmers can produce 500 to 2,000 fry per enclosure every 2 weeks. For production of market-sized tilapia, net cages ranging in size from 50 to 200 meters square are stocked with fingerlings at the rate of 20 to 40 per square meter without supplemental feeding. Harvest is done when the fish attain sizes of 100 to 500 grams each in 4 to 5 months. To further disseminate the cage farming technologies developed for tilapia by the SeaFDEC AQD to the more than 10,000 small fishermen in Laguna de Bay, training programs for technicians of the Laguna Lake Development Authority and fishermen leaders have been conducted by the Binangonan Research Station in cooperation with the Farm Systems Development Corporation. For the past 2 years, the station has been offering training courses on tilapia hatchery and cage culture for national and international participants. In the light of the current conflict between the big-time fish pen operators and small fishermen in the lake, cage farming provides an opportunity for small fishermen to share in the bounties of our inland waters. Aside from Laguna de Bay, the cage farming of tilapia boom has spread to Lakes Bato and Buhi in the Bicol region and Lake Mainit in Mindanao. With the proliferation of tilapia cage farms in Laguna de Bay and other major lakes in the country, several industry problems have emerged. These include the shortage of quality tilapia seeds for stocking, the need for low-cost feeds to increase production, and the lack of baseline information on the productivity of our inland waters. To help solve the problem of inadequate and irregular supply of quality tilapia broodstock and seed, the AQD has produced improved strains of Nile Tilapia for cage culture. Selected crosses have produced offspring of uniform sizes, faster growth rate, and efficient feed conversion. A research project for the development of practical diets using locally available materials for fry, fingerlings, and broodstock is ongoing at the Binangonan Research Station. Fry production and growth have been increased with supplemental feeds. To better understand the nature of our lakes in relation to fish production, limnological studies on Laguna de Bay and Lakes Paway, Taal, Nauhan, and Buhi have been conducted by the research staff of the Binangonan Station. Observations have indicated the good potential for cage culture of tilapia in Lakes Nauhan and Buhi. With improved production methods and a sound management plan for harnessing the resources of our inland waters, the future looks bright for tilapia cage farming. While this new enterprise has definitely increased fish production from our lakes, it has also given the small fishermen a break for a better income, a better life, and a better tomorrow.